amidst the widespread devastation and chaos delivered up by Tropical Storm Irene. A bright light arrived at Heritage Aviation in Burlington, Vermont, in the form of Orbis International's Flying Eye Hospital aircraft. The Orbis Flying Eye Hospital is a DC-10 aircraft converted into an innovative teaching facility and ophthalmic surgery center. It is the world's only airplane with a fully functioning, state-of-the-art eye hospital on board. Orbis's Goodwill tour is intended to raise awareness about preventable and treatable blindness in developing nations around the world. Staffed primarily by volunteers, Orbis has to date trained over 700,000 ophthalmologists, nurses, biomedical engineers, and other healthcare workers, and has directly treated more than 30 million people for blindness and blindness-related diseases and conditions, thus radically changing lives all over the world.
There are 39 million blind individuals around the world. 90% of them are in the developing world, and 80% of that blindness is avoidable.
To them, it's life-changing, and some of the people had no hope before we arrived.
It's through the generosity of the volunteer faculty and the donors and the corporate sponsors that we're able to do this. So there's a term now that's being used more often, fortunately, called medical diplomacy. So it's benevolence, not bullets.
It's twofold. You know, on the one hand, you get to see how amazing the impact is. You also realize just how limited you can be. I mean, we've touched one life, but there are many, many more that need our help and assistance. So it gives you the drive to keep going and try to expand and do things like this Goodwill Tour, where you create awareness about the problem so you can continue generating the support that we need to reach more and more people and transform those lives as well.
This event represents an important partnership whereby Orbis and MMIC are working together to create the new next-generation Flying Eye Hospital.
The second generation Flying Eye Hospital is about 40 years old. It'll be retired next year, and under contract with MMIC, Orbis and MMIC will be producing the third generation Flying Eye Hospital, which we hope will fly for the next 30 to 40 years.
When Orbis first sought out MMIC in those initial visits, we were really impressed that there was a lot of overlap, similar goals, similar work ethics, and it has worked well.
They turn things into hospitals.
You make a vacation. Rick, you know, you see these things in movies of the Transformers, they just go like this and they come down to something. You're the original Transformer.
Partnership between Mobile Medical and Orbis and the aviation community have identified the major challenges, and the esprit de corps and the cooperation, the partnership and the teamwork between these entities has really produced a stellar design for the next Flying Eye Hospital, and we're all very excited.
MMIC has the opportunity of providing the modules and the interface and integration that would go within the next generation Flying Eye Hospital. So we're very pleased to work with Orbis, a super organization, a super team, and our guys are really enjoying their work.
The folks at MMIC are just wonderful people. They're very warm and inviting and non-pretentious, and it's just very easy to work with them. You know, immediately you feel like you're part of their family.
Tours were conducted throughout the day, allowing visitors to not only see the Orbis Flying Eye Hospital firsthand and speak to the Orbis staff. They were also able to tour a mobile surgery unit, a state-of-the-art mobile surgical suite developed and created by MMIC.
It's difficult to be away from home, it's difficult to work in areas of the world, but Orbis is not a job, it's a lifestyle.
All the lives that we help and give sight back to the world, to these little children and adults, it's incredible.
I feel so honored to be part of this team, to be able to reach out to a lot more people all over the world.
I feel fortunate. You know, growing up in the Western world, we tend to be spoiled. Resources are readily available, medical care is readily available, and to be able to go into a location and have such a dramatic and immediate impact is worthwhile. It's worth being away from my own family for extended lengths of time to know that you've made a difference in someone else's life, giving back a little bit.
It takes a team effort. It really takes a collaborative. And I think what we've done over the years, and largely with a lot of his support, is to be able to take technology that we've done on the military side, to take technology on our commercial applications. And so I'm grateful to work with people that have vision. Dr. DeBono and Jack McHale with Orbis that want to make a difference in the world.
You know, our mantra is you give a man a fish a day, you feed him for life, or you teach him to fish. But how do you capture that? How do you know after you've taught him to fish? And Orbis doesn't just teach him to fish. We give him the pole and the lure and the hook and the line.
Orbis and MMIC. Together and individually, these two companies are doing amazing and wonderful things around the world.